Breaking right now, a double shooting in Newport News. Tonight, the victims just 10 and 16 years old.
Let's go right to 13 News Now reporter Robert Boyd, who is live on the scene. Robert.
Well, still a very active investigation out here at Roanoke Avenue. As you can see behind me, police actively investigating this street. Once again, two young men shot tonight, a 10-year-old inside of a home and a 16-year-old who was walking on the sidewalk outside of the home. And so far, no arrests, no suspects, and no motive. Now, I spoke with an eyewitness off camera who said she was sitting on the couch in the living room around 8:30 this evening when a bullet went through the wall, grazing a 10-year-old boy in the head. The witness and the boy's mother covered the wound with a towel and called police. The 10-year-old was then taken to the hospital, and it was during that same shooting that another bullet hit a 16-year-old in the hand as he was walking along the sidewalk outside of the home. Police say for some unknown reason, the teen left the scene and ended up about 7 minutes away on Ridley Circle, and that is where he called 911, and he was also taken to the hospital. Fortunately, both of these injuries to these young men are considered non-life-threatening. Right now, we're going to bring in Sergeant Randall Bailey, with the Newport News Police Department. First of all, tell us any idea what the motive of this could have been. It seems like these were two young men just doing their own thing, minding their own business.
That's correct. Unfortunately, we don't have a motive at this time. Like you stated earlier, the 10-year-old victim was inside of the residence when he was struck, and the 16-year-old victim was walking down the street.
Tell us, this seems like almost a weekly occurrence now in Newport News where young kids are getting shot. Tell us, so what's the explanation for this?
No real explanation. I mean, it's a tragedy anytime that someone is shot, in our city. Unfortunately, we're asking for the public's help to assist us in these investigations.
And if anyone out there knows anything about tonight's shooting, they should call Newport News Police.
Yes, sir, Newport News Police, or they can call the crime line at 1-888-LOCK-YOU-UP.
Thank you very much, Sergeant Bailey, and at least a little bit of good news here. Both these young men who were shot tonight are expected to be okay, non-life-threatening injuries. Live in Newport News, Robert Boyd, 13 News Now.